Hello guys, and welcome back to the DocMack car channel. And today what I'm going to do is replace the tire on my car. Now this is going to be a full guide as to how you can replace the tire on your vehicle. Now as you can see, this tire is completely down to the road and it's completely flat. Now the first thing on inspection I can see is that the tire had been probably slashed down here. Now without further ado, let's get into it. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. You've got a punctured tire on the side of the road. First thing you got to do, put the car into park, engage your handbrake, turn your key off. Now if your car is in manual as well, make sure you got the handbrake on. Handbrake is number one. This is known as a handbrake, emergency brake, or parking brake as well, depending where you are. The first thing you need to do is open the trunk of your vehicle, and what you're going to do is pull off the back paneling, the boot liner, and typically you can grab it from this area. And the first thing you want to verify is that you do indeed have a spare tire, and that is the case for this one. So if you guys do not have a spare tire, what you need to look for is a spare tire repair weld kit. And basically what this does is, for those of you who do not have a spare tire in your boot, you can actually find the nozzle for this one, unscrew this, and then what you need to do is you'll need to screw this one in here, and once that's screwed in, you'll be able to turn the valve on, and that will fill the tire. Now if you're going to use the tire repair weld kit, the likeliness is you're not going to be able to repair that tire again. Now not all vehicles come with spare tires in the boot. Some of them do come with donut tires, and like some European cars these days don't come with any spare tires in the boot at all. Alright guys, so now you have verified that you've got your jack in the boot and the lug nut wrench. And the other thing you need to do as well is have this little thing here, and what that'll do is it will allow you to jack the car up. And if you do use this emergency tire repair kit, then you do not need to actually jack the car up or replace your tire. If the puncture is on the sidewall, do not use the repair kit because that's dangerous. This will only work if at all it's into the thread. Put your thumb here and pull out. The next thing you want to do is you want to loosen the lug nut bolts. It is very important that before you actually raise the car up, that you loosen the lug nuts right here. You want to actually test that your jack works and it goes up and down before you actually raise the car, because if it doesn't go down, you could be in a worse situation than you started off with. The first thing you want to do is you want to put the wrench like this. And basically I did have to use some WD-40 because the workshop that worked on this, they over tightened it and didn't do it to torque spec. Step on it and then it should break free. Now this one was absolutely tight, so if you guys are stuck, then I did use some WD-40, but the thing is, for the most part, if the workshop that worked in the car is quite competent, you should be able to push your body weight down on it. Now the other thing you want to do is you want to use this part of your foot. Don't use this part, because if it collapses and it hits your foot, it could break your foot. Loosen this one. Okay, and then this will be a board. This is broken, but anyway, this will need to lift the wheel off. And what you're going to do is pull the wheel this way first, so that you're actually not putting much weight on your stomach. And then you're going to pull the tire out this way. And then I'm going to drop the wheel on here. Alright guys, so once you have got it on your jacking points, you might need to refer to your owner's manual. Alright guys, so now what we're going to do is we are going to fully loosen the nut. And you want to make sure that when you put it back, this conical side is facing inwards and the flat side is outwards. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to hold the wheel because you don't want it to fall and hit you. When you guys take it out, if it's stuck, what you got to do is give it a kick with the back of your feet, and that will dismount it. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it out right now. And you want to pull it as close as possible to your mounting points. Alright guys, so what you're going to do now is you're just going to manually tighten it. Now you guys need to tighten this to torque specs, but on the side of the road you can't. So what you need to do is just tighten it with your foot. And I've given it a good shake, and that's not coming out. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to lower the car down. Alright guys, now we're going to do counterclockwise. Alright, then you want to just turn it all the way back down so that you can store it back in your boot. You're going to tighten it in a star pattern. Just do it by hand first. You want to do this, then this. Then this. Then this. Then this. Okay, and then you're going to press it with your foot, and what you can do is you can hold your car boot like this so that your foot is here, your car boot is here, and you got one hand here, one hand here. Don't worry too much about the paintwork at the moment, you can wash it. And then you're going to press it down with your foot, and I'm standing on it at the moment, and that should be snug enough. Now I would not recommend that you guys drive around on the spare for a long time, because the spare is most likely old. Okay, and I'm actually literally standing on the car now. Just gonna put your wheel cover back on. I hope this video has helped you guys. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one.